Hello, my name is Cole Sturgeon, and today we're going to be talking about this growing issue that is the idea of leadership and communication, and how there is this growing fear of communication as a leader. Tom Peters stated in his book, The Defining Leadership, that leadership is the 21st century, or leadership in the 21st century AD is the same thing as what it was in the 21st century BC. Leadership is about the development, the inducement, and the growth of people to go way beyond where they thought they could even think or imagine. Nothing in leadership has changed. And you can see him say this from 39 seconds into the video to 1 minute in the video. And in the 21st century alone, we've seen huge things happen. We've seen social media, we've seen cell phones, we've seen Zoom calls, and we've seen COVID-19. And as these situations and as these world things have happened, we've still had the same principles of leadership and communication. Communication and leadership haven't changed. However, the medians of which we do so have. And it's really crazy that you can see leadership has kind of swayed through this whole thing, or leaders have swayed through this whole thing, because a lot of leaders are so scared about what people might tweet about them because they made a decision at work or they talked to this coworker, that they're afraid of what people might say. And it's important that leaders are strong communicators, because as Penn State wrote in their article, it said strong communication skills allow leaders to communicate clearly and define their visions in a way that inspires and empowers the people around them, whether politically, personally, or professionally. It's important that we know this as leaders, that we know that we need to be strong communicators. And James Carey, wrote that communication is the most wonderful because it is a basis of human fellowship. Human fellowship. And he continues to go on and say it produces a social bond that, whether it's real or not, whether it's bogus or not, that tie men together and make associated life possible. See, leadership should be an enjoyable experience for everyone, especially leaders. Communication is so important. Communication as a leader shouldn't be something that invokes worry or fear or anxiety, or make you want to be less or more of a leader because you're worried about what people will say about you. See, that shouldn't be our fear. Because communication is important, and as long as we are strong communicators and we clearly define our visions and our jobs and our works, it will do the rest. It will inspire and empower the people that work in our communities. And so Peter says that nothing in leadership has changed, right? So if nothing in leadership has changed, and as we've read throughout this semester that nothing in communication has changed as well, then the only thing that has changed has been communication and the ways in which we communicate. And yes, people have changed. We know that. People evolve. But if we really look at it, the premise of communication and the premise of leadership is still the same. And we can solve this problem, this leadership crisis, by remembering the basics of communication and leadership. That strong leaders are communicators. And that leadership doesn't change or hasn't changed, and that nothing has changed in the terms of communication and leadership. So next time we are communicating and leading people, let's make sure that we are keeping in mind the principles that Carey and Peters that have taught us this whole semester. Is that communication and leadership go hand in hand, and they are extremely important to staff culture and to people. Leadership and communication haven't changed, but people have. And it's important that as people change and evolve, we also change and evolve our communication skills. Not communication, our communication skills. Thank you.